Hi guys, welcome back to Graveyard Sisters. It's Leslie here and I am at part 3 at Larkhall. This is where these guys were parked, right here, and this is right where I wanted to go, and I didn't want to come up here. I've found this big derelict building. I presume this must have, it says office here, so I presume this must have been where maybe the cemetery records were kept at one point. Probably held all the cemetery records for in here. It's pretty cool and just not used anymore. So this is the older part, guys. This is the oldest section here. I read online that this cemetery was opened in 1889, but I have found graves that are a bit older than that, so we'll have a little look around here, guys. This is part 3. Don't mind a little peek in there, mind you. There's like, no, I don't really want to go through this gap and then get stuck or something, because that would probably happen. When you're on your own, you're a bit more wary. If I had Audrey with me today, I wouldn't have been so nervous about coming up here on my own with guys here, but yeah, you just have to be careful, don't you? There's nothing, something on that there, there's nothing. There's a few up the back here. And we've got Andrew Brown and Margaret. In memory of their children, Samuel, died in infancy. Richard. Rich had. Or is that a spelling mistake, guys? I think it may be Richard and it's, I don't know. Rich had. Never heard that name. He was 22. And then Margaret and then Andrew. Rich had. Never heard that name before, guys. Finds a lot of these are just very weathered. Nothing, I can't even see anything on these. Erected by Elizabeth McGee in memory of her husband James White. He was 68 when he passed. Her son James, maybe I think he was 36. Elizabeth and William and Janet. These are not really in the greatest of conditions here. Strange that, how they're all out in the same weather conditions. Just trying to see what's catching my eye for you guys. Let's see what's over here. I just need to be careful. Too legible. This is a 1954. Lovely big one here. I'll look and see what it says. Mrs. Scott, in memory of her husband Thomas. Thomas died. I feel like this is a lot. I don't want to really move that ivy. 14th of February 1852, he was 28 years of age. He was buried in Dalserf churchyard. Now that's when I'm going to go to, guys. That's an old churchyard and that's on the list. Jane, so I don't know if Jane's her husband. Jane, I presume that Jane is Thomas's wife. It just says Mrs. Scott, it doesn't say Jane. So she died in 1872. Hugh Scott was a merchant. He died in 1874. Mrs. Scott, so there's just Mrs. Scott. So was Mrs. Scott Thomas's wife? I don't know, guys. And there was a Margaret Scott. She died in 1897. John Walkinshaw and a Helen Hamilton, youngest daughter of John Walkinshaw. There's a whole family there, guys. So I've got my bag here on my shoulder, it's annoying me. Lovely peaceful old place, but that tree. It's quite cool. It's old. How thick that trunk is. It's really old. Is that a monkey puzzle tree? Is that what that's called? I think it is. Monkey puzzle? Is that right, guys? So that's 1968. 1868, so you're looking over 150 years old, and it's still standing as proud as the day it was put up. Some do, they just last the test of time, and then some don't. There's someone else coming up here. I don't know why they're coming up here, because there isn't any gates to get out. Anyway, look at this, is lovely. I don't know if you can see this okay. Grace Cowens, memory of her husband Mitchell Fleming. Daughter Grace was 3. Jessie, our daughter, was 16. Grace herself was 65. And their daughter-in-law Isabella, wife of William Cowens. Whole family in there again. A few more years shall roll, a few more seasons come, and we shall be with those that rest asleep within the tomb. I don't know if that makes me feel it's lovely or if it just gives me the creeps. Oh, look at this, guys. This is cool. It's caught my eye here. Oops. Look at this. Still in perfect condition. Look at him. Little cherub. Little angel. Still got his wings. There's a bit... Oh, unfortunately the wings broke off at the side here. Look. And that one's on lovely and perfect. Sad. Beautiful. Robert Gillen. His wife. Loving memory of his wife Margaret Smelly. She died the 10th of March. I shouldn't try and snigger at people's names. 10th of March 1905. This person better not come over here. Their children, John, Alison and Helen, who died young. The above Robert, who died in 1909, aged 75. Their granddaughter, Alison, who died at Hamilton, 1939. Their daughter, Mary Gillen Stewart, died at Hamilton. I think that person thought there was an exit up here, but unfortunately you can't get out at this bit. Now, whoops, that one's away. It's very uneven ground. So this one looks really old, but I don't know if it's got anything on it. 1877. Then shall the dust return to the earth as was the spirit, I think, shall begin unto God who, I don't know what that says. We'll go over to the other bit then. Oh, do you know, guys, I'm so glad I'm out. I've been procrastinating for a couple of days as well. Just the weather, and it is quite cold. And then just life, and then you get so comfortable if you're on that sofa and you don't want to get off it. But I've joined for anyone in the UK, they'll probably know what Slimming World is. It's like a diet club. Anyone who's not in the UK, I'm on a diet basically. I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight here. I've actually done a short on this one, guys, I think I did. Or maybe I didn't. It was one that's looked similar to that. Similar style, I think. Rachel. She was 20. It's no age. See, these older ones always tell the sadder stories, don't they? It's again, there wasn't the medication as of the living standards that we have nowadays, so people did die a lot younger, fortunately. sunk into the ground over time. Susan, erected by Thomas Wilson in memory of his wife Susan Haddo. Susan was 24, and then their son was 12. He died 5 years after his mother. Poor Thomas. And then Thomas himself died in 1908. And then Elizabeth Gold. So Thomas remarried, and he remarried Elizabeth, and she passed away 1911, age 73. You know, I think it's so sad that, you know, the love of your life passes away so young. And that's you. My gran lost my grandfather, the one that I went looking for, and he was only 26 years of age. And sadly, I don't think my gran ever got over it, I'll be honest. And she did have 3 more children after he passed away to someone else, but she didn't marry him. I presume back in the day that would maybe have been you'd have been spoke about if you'd done that, but she didn't marry him, and from what I know, she didn't really love him that much either. She just never got over losing her husband when he was 26. And my gran, she lived to I think she was something like 84 when she died. So nearly, 60 years without your love. Sad, isn't it? It's Andrew, in memory of his daughter Catherine. Catherine was only 33, and his daughter Grace was 27, and they died 2 years apart. Sad. And then Andrew himself, he died 2 years after that. Wondering, broken hearted maybe. I can see a little face here. John Brown. It's not very legible, this one, guys, but that's quite creepy. Over here, this one's caught my eye over here. Big family grave. Just like you zoom in, and like you read it, guys. Janet, James. More James, Janet. Three months. 16 years. And then their grandsons as well, who died 3 years apart. 23 and 28 years of age. Very young. Zoom back out again. Very young. A Reverend Alex Borland, Minister of Trinity Church, Larkhall. Little bit of sunshine trying to peek out. I can't wait, guys, until the weather gets better. Here we go. This is Leslie saying again, but you can take off for the day. You can go away for the day knowing that, you're not going to actually freeze. A nice spring day. Pack some coffee, pack a packed lunch, and off we go. So this one's just this is a little taster of the year, and just to say hi, that we are back. We are back, guys. Can't keep us away. The old Scottish weather won't hold us back. Well, sometimes it does. Look. Oh, this is quite interesting. Look. It's erected by James Longmuir in loving memory of his wife, Jane Scott. Jane passed away in 1899, aged 46, James, their son, was 18. Their daughter was 17. Passed away 2 years after her brother. And then Jane, their daughter, died 4 years after that, age 9. And then James Longmuir. What a lot of heartbreak James had, didn't he? And like a memory of, look, this is amazing, guys. Look at this. Look at this. In memory of James Longmuir. Look at that, guys. Workers at the carpet factory. Look at all their pictures. James Longmuir. A token of esteem from the workers of the silk factory. Wow. Look at that. That's amazing. Wow, look at all their pictures. That's fantastic. What a great wee find that was, guys. So I'm going to end on that little find and get home before it starts raining. So I hope you're all good, guys. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for your support. Bye.